Time frame, images of a generation. We grew up in a simpler time. We sang.
Say, kids, what time is it? M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E.
We laughed.
Hello, boy.
I can't believe I ate that whole thing.
We cried.
President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time.
He's been shot. Lee Oswald has been shot.
We fought. We loved. We were attacked.
Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor, Hawaii by air.
Our flag was still there. Now these memories come to life on posters that can be yours today. Go to howdyboomy.com for your copies today. That's howdyboomy.com. howdyboomy.com.
You know, it's amazing what would happen if Donald Trump didn't exist for the Democratic Party. The focus would then be on them and what they're doing. It would be on the Biden administration and how things are going. I want you to think about when Joe Biden first took office. He shut down a Keystone Pipeline. When I gassed up on Election Day, I paid $1.89 a gallon. Right now, April the 10th, 2023, I'm paying $2.69. It was $4.25. So you know inflation hit us pretty hard. You know we're paying a ton of money for stuff at grocery stores that 3 years ago we didn't. Even though the whitewash scandal of the withdrawal of troops from Afghanistan, as the Democratic Party tried to cleanse it by having their own version, blaming Donald Trump for everything, as usual. 13 men are dead because of their lackadaisical approach, their inane approach, their terrible military approach to withdraw from Afghanistan. The Ukraine war. Didn't hear about that during the Trump years, did you? Do you think you would hear about it if he was still president of the United States? Do you think there'd be Chinese balloons flying across the United States that actually did get data from our military bases if Donald Trump was in office, if a Republican was in office? Joe Biden is inept. His biggest redeeming quality that keeps him in his office is that he has a total incompetent human being as Vice President of the United States. Totally incompetent. Which scares me if something happens to Joe Biden. I mean, he's being told what to do anyway, but his record is atrocious. The economic record is atrocious. Inflation record is atrocious. Our foreign policy record is atrocious. Nobody wants him to run for president of the United States again, and nobody can really pinpoint the family corruption between his son, his brother, himself. It's off the front page. Why? Because of Donald Trump. That's why they have to keep going after him. Newspapers will headline anything on the front page if the word Trump is installed. They hate Donald Trump. I've never seen that happen before. I mean, I probably, if I met the guy, I would respect him for the office. I would respect him for the things that he'd done as President of the United States. A couple of times, I don't know, maybe he's out in left field about how he approaches things, but he's one of us. He talks like one of us. He saw the corruption, the swamp that is in Washington, D.C., and they do not want him back there. Lying FBI, lying CIA, lying Department of Justice. The political wheeling and dealing, the politicization of the Department of Justice. criminals walking the street. They want to put Donald Trump in jail on a trumped-up charge, so to say. There's criminals, murderers walking the street. They're released without bail. It's black versus white, and it's worst possibilities now. They encourage that. It is insane, absolutely insane. If there wasn't a Donald Trump, the Democratic Party, this accomplishments would be on the front page, and they'd be in war. They have to keep it alive. Just remember that. Go back and think about how things were 4 years ago. The stock market was booming. Your pensions were up. Gasoline was down. More people were working. The minority communities were in better shape. Our enemies feared us. We had a president who was president of the United States of America. The people who actually voted. Citizens. How would you like to be a Border Patrol guard on the southern border these days? And Joe Biden totally gets off on that. It is absolutely insane. I hold the press responsible. I hold the Democratic Party responsible. I hope those who back them, the George Soroses of this country, who hate this country, who make a fortune off of it, who hate the way the United States of America was founded. It's an amazing situation. Never in my life did I think I'd be witnessing this. Aided by the press, it is totally disheartening, but we have to fight it. People are starting to see. We cannot do everything immediately. Clean energy is a great idea. It's not going to happen for a while. In the meantime, let's not ruin the American economy. Let's remember, those overseas give a rat's ass about clean energy. Those overseas give a rat's ass about environmental controls. You had a bank in the United States go belly up, mainly because their management was an idiots who thought more about making sure we had enough black people, red people, yellow people, green people in office in their facility. We were worried more about social justice than what their risk reward was in the investments they were making. Social justice took over. And when that takes over investments, you see what happens. You're going to lose your ass. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. More's going to come. I got more ideas. Stay tuned. I hope you go to the website howdyboomy.com. The Howdy Boomy Show originates there. It's join the Great American Peanut Gallery. Get the bumper stickers. Look at all the materials that are on there. Look at all the memories that you can find. The website is going to be turned into a social networking site exclusively for baby boomers. There's going to be a dating sign on it for boomers only. There's going to be a financial aid site for boomers only. You're going to be able to use their baby boomer card, which is going to be similar to like you have BJ's or Costco. You'll be able to use that on thousands of merchants across the country for boomer discounts just because you're a baby boomer. They're going to want our business because we have probably the richest bankroll of all Americans, and we got it the old-fashioned way. We earned it. Remember those stories? But go to the howdyboomy.com. Take a look at the website's going to become. If you wanted to be a Playboy model and you wanted to post some pictures of yourself, that'd be fine too. It's going to be an all-encompassing website for finance, for leisure, for anything you want to do. Discounts on all kinds of opportunities. Go to howdyboomy.com. Join the Peanut Gallery. Buy some of the wall art. Take a look at the videos. A 1,000-piece puzzle, which is tremendous for memories. Go to howdyboomy.com, and you'll see some things that I think will tickle your fancy and get us going here in the right direction. You know, I watch television. I watch the news quite a bit. I watch the financial markets. But you have to be humorized every once in a while. Otherwise, you go nuts out there with the world the way the things are going. I've got 15 grandchildren, so that keeps you going. They have no idea who Bozo the Clown is. They know who Spongebob is. I have the people now. Kids' television shows now are absolutely insane. It's all animated, I believe. There's no real contact, human beings. I would just love to have a show, actual show, just like when I was a kid. They had Bozo Circus in Chicago, where there was actual live human interaction. Only I would take a twist on it. I would have a show that is live for kids. That would be a combination of a live kids show and Jackass. I would have the kids do crazy things just to have them watch, just to see what goes on. There was nothing funnier than a pie in the face. That still works. The Three Stooges formed that. There'd be a pie in the face in every episode. You get a bunch of kids together, be surprised what we'd come up with. But it's amazing with television today. It's all depressing. A thing called 1,000-Pound Sister. What the hell is that? I mean, they make a show out of this? All the fantasy shows, the island shows, the people that are theoretically reality, The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, they've all been proven that that's a sham. They interviewed one guy who said they wanted him to be on a show. He said, I can't, I'm married. He said, don't worry about it, they're not going to pick you anyway. So that tells you what a sham it is. It's just crazy what's on TV. I watch Cheers, reruns of Cheers, reruns of Seinfeld, all the old stuff that still make people laugh. Rodney Dangerfield, Milton Berle, one of the pioneers of television. Old stuff that's still clean, that's still laughable. And you could take a headline of a newspaper in 1955 and compare it to a newspaper today, and I'll tell you, it can be very, very difficult to tell the difference. Always the same problems. We're out of money. These people are being discriminated against. The rich don't care about the poor. The poor need more help. What's wrong with America? It's just absolutely nothing ever changes. We're the greatest country in the world. We could solve every problem if we put our mind to it, if we had the leadership. We don't have the leadership, so we have to take it from ourselves. I hope you have a great day. I hope you had a great Easter. I am going out now to enjoy Dingus Day. Have a couple beers, dance a polka, and wonder when I get up tomorrow morning early why the hell I did it. But I love you. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.